You can probably guess where this is going already. I've had 2 lists planned for the first game, but now with the second one on the way, I might have to fix that in the coming autumn. In any case, Project Crosszone was amazing. It had a wide diverse crowd of characters and gameplay that will keep you busy. But in any case, I'm here to speculate things about Project Crosszone's sequel. Characters I want to see in the next game, either as a pair or a solo unit. Cause I totally didn't do something like this a couple weeks ago. I'm just gonna say this straight up. I have absolutely no knowledge of most of these characters other than gameplay footage and such. Which is why speculation is perfectly viable in these lists.
You call that a challenge?
In any case, get the angry old man with a golden axe into the game as a solo unit. I mean, more axe users need to be in this game. Also, lightning! As you can probably tell, as I have almost no knowledge of Golden Axe, segments like these are kinda short.
So it's Sonic!
Now, many people were already disappointed that Sonic was not in the previous game. Many people were disappointed and outright distraught at the treatment of Sonic in the past year. In many cases, Sega of America and Sega of Japan do not meet eye to eye, and most notably are out for each other's blood if possible. Most notably, Band Presto and Monolith Soft, the developers of the first game, decided that they wanted to have a release date of fall for both the West and the East, meaning that there would be widespread appeal to most territories. That being said, I feel that Sonic would be some sort of cohesive that would tie the interest of most people over, besides his already star-rolled cast. Sonic could easily be fit into the game as either a solo or a pair unit. Possible partners come to mind are Shadow and Tails, Sonic's most trustworthy and powerful allies, respectively. In my honest opinion, Sonic would work best as a solo unit, since he doesn't steal too much spotlight and would be placed in a more modest role. If he does get in, however, him just charging into something as supersonic like X's ultimate armor needs to be a thing. I'm just saying. Remember Cosmos and T. Elos working together?
Cosmos, 抜かるなよ。コンデンサー、出力全開。ユークリエイター、英語へのファンサービスを。
Yeah, I propose that we could do another one of those.
Now this one looks interesting.
Another Sega mascot who probably needs to have another game. I've played a little bit of Knights for the Wii, and it was a legitimately fun game. Having 2 opposing forces joined together, much like Cosmos and T. Elos, would be pretty cool. They need more of that, and I feel that Rayala and Knights would fill those shoes pretty well. Both of them could easily wield some sort of magic, and it's not hard to say that Sega doesn't care about Knights either. Just look at Sonic Lost World and Nightmare Zone. Oh wait, Sonic Lost World was one of the last good games for Sonic. Next entry. These two should be in the game for completely different reasons, but they somehow balance out each other in placing. Beat from Jet Set Radio because I want a solo unit with flashy, speedy spray paint attacks grinding on the enemies like rails with the possibility of a remix of one of Hideki Naganuma's songs. Talim, on the other hand, should be in the game because having only one Soul Calibur representative would be kinda bullshit. Plus, who doesn't love Talim? We Dude loves her, and she's one of my mains in Soul Calibur 2. And I'm gonna be honest, we really need some more cute characters in this game. I imagine Xiaoyu and her would get along really, really well.
What? I don't understand what's going on here.
Amaterasu!
If this doesn't scream overpowered One Fox Army, I don't know what will. I'm fairly sure that if this game were to put Ammy in the game, it would make things a bit easier for me. And let's face it, Ammy is just the most adorable thing in the world. A sun goddess with the power of every single conceivable element, and with some dominion over time itself, could possibly be a crush support, with it being able to land hits more easily. I'm just speaking from a technical standpoint, I think.
that was easy.
With the newest Tales game out, along with the poll from Japan about their favorite characters, I think it's safe to say that their newest protagonist from Gilius 2 will have a greater chance of being in the game than most other Tales protagonists. And with Flynn being paired up with Yuri for the sequel, because why wouldn't you want them to be paired up, we need a new solo unit from the Tales series, and I have 3 potential candidates for this entry. Lloyd, Irving, Kratos, Aurion, or Luke von Fabre from Tales of Symphonia and Tales of the Abyss respectively. These 3 are by far some of the most popular characters in the Tales series. The latest poll can attest to that fact, and are mostly fan favorites of the series in the West as well. Lloyd and Kratos could either be both a solo unit or a pair unit. Pair unit, well, because the obvious, and solo unit because both of them are capable fighters by themselves, with 2 contrasting personalities that would be like 2 other solo units that I know about. On the other hand, Luke is also quite popular amongst the fans, and it's not hard to see why either. I'm not sure if Luke really needs to be in a game like this since he's pretty much post-character development, but it would be nice to see a matured Luke blazing through the game as a solo unit. I say solo because I have high doubts of him pairing up with Tyr, as we already have another possible pairing from the latest games. But hey, can't keep asking for too much, right? Virgil for Project Cross Zone 2. What's that? Oh, he's already teaming up with Dante in the sequel. Then let's put Trish in there then.
It looks like we have a winner.
Since we already have a DMC3 representative, I feel that there needs to be some sort of obligation to have Trish as another DMC representative. Because, let's face it, Nero is kind of pushing the limits for fans who are still not fans of him, nobody remembers who the hell Lucia is, and I somehow doubt that lady will be making another return. That being said, it seems natural to have another one of DMC's icons to appear, and would create some interesting dialogue between Dante's partner and his older twin brother. Hell, I'm thinking that some more action with Trish is a good enough prospect. And if Lady does return for this game, well, maybe we can have a sisterhood grow between the 2 of them. A man from a game about QuickTime events, in a game where pressing buttons at a specific point will raise the effectiveness of attacks. So yeah, local one-man army Asura from Asura's Wrath. I say one-man army because he could easily work as a solo unit. I mean, let's take a look at some of his accomplishments. Destroyed many demigods, saved his daughter, killed a species of negativity, and look amazing while doing it. Let's give him a hand for his accolades. Too soon? I couldn't think of anyone else. It had to be these 2. It just works too well for me.
Head to the go-go, baby!
Joe's just got about everything you would need for a character in this game. He's got various tools and toys that he can play around with, his Mach speed and slow skills would be perfect attacks and support skills, and don't even get me started on the 6 machine. Silvia could join in on the fun as well if she needs to, and I know the perfect rival unit for Joe as well, Alistair. Seeing as that Alistair was based off of the sword of the same name from the first Devil May Cry, it would be interesting to have Dante fight this counterpart of his, and perhaps team up together as well if possible. Joe's just perfect for a game like this. He's got a charming personality, diverse move pool, and a rival unit that would be a worthwhile boss, making Viewtiful Joe a beautiful possibility to add to the roster. I'm the Tough Tactician, and Fall 2015 better come soon.
銃だけに頼るな。己の肉体もまた武器と知れ。確かにな。俺ももっと格闘に磨きをかけなくては。